Please help support the channel by visiting our Amazon store for items like the G7X Creator Kit, perfect for YouTube vlogging. Affiliate link below. Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is the Mundane Matt channel, and, look, I know I live in America, and we have the First Amendment. We've got, freedoms here. We've got the ability to do things in other countries they're not able to do, and it always sucks when you hear something coming out of another country where a person says the wrong thing, looks the wrong way, whatever, and they get sentenced to jail or worse, right? And here you've got an Egyptian singer sentenced to prison for a video that, according to authorities, was inciting debauchery. Now, just taking a look at the screenshot of her here, I can see what they're referring to, but at the same time, come on, she's freaking beautiful, man. Let her free flag fly. What's it matter? It's inciting debauchery, though. She's a woman not wearing a headscarf. Clearly, that's a problem in Egypt. So a court in Egypt has sentenced a female pop singer to 2 years in prison for inciting debauchery and immorality in an online music video, according to reports from Egypt's state-run al-Arham Online. Now, what you have to remember about Egypt is it's insanely Muslim. So you can kind of understand like what's happening here. Like, oh, a woman pop singer out there wearing skimpy outfit, performing an online video. It might cause some men to get a little bit of hankering in their shorts, for a little bit of me time or a little bit of Muhammad time, right? And then that's going to be a bit of a problem. So clearly 2 years in prison is the only way to make her realize that this won't happen in our country. The music video of the song I Have Issues was released last month and sparked immediate controversy because of its sexually suggestive scenes. In the video, Shyma Ahmed, a 21-year-old artist known by the name Shyma, or Shyma, if I'm mispronouncing that, I apologize, is seen cavorting in a bra before a group of wide-eyed smiling men. On a chalkboard behind her is written class number 69. In a subsequent scene, she slowly eats a banana. 2 years in prison because she had the audacity to chew before she swallowed. 2 years in prison for writing class 69. Yeah, I get it. I mean, like, look, if she came up to you and she was like, you want a 69? You'd be like, well, obviously, duh, if I was single. And that would never happen. But it's so crazy that that's where it's at. Cavorting in a bra with a group of wide-eyed smiling men. Jeez, CNN. Could you be more like your freaking grandparents? She was cavorting in a bra in front of a bunch of wide-eyed smiling men. The harlot. Anyway. Egypt's state media outlets report that the singer and the director of the music video, Mohamed Gamal, were arrested on November 18th after the video was released. They were also ordered to pay a fine of 10,000 Egyptian pounds, or approximately 500 US, or 560 US. So I guess my question is, like, were they just unaware that this would cause this much of a controversy? I mean, they have to know the culture that they live in. They have to know the restrictive, oppressive culture that they live in if a woman cavorting around in a bra and a bunch of men in front of a bunch of guys who are smiling and slowly eating a banana so she doesn't choke on it is enough to get her arrested, thrown in jail for 2 years. There's got to be, I mean, like, did they think this through, or were they just saying, screw it, let's buck the system? Because honestly, at this point, literally any option or any answer could work. This could be some kind of public protest. This could be some kind of thing like, no, man, we're not going to hide behind the restrictive regime. I am woman. Hear me roar. My bra has powers. My banana eating skills are unmatched by anyone. It's just, I hate the fact that there are countries out there that in that regard are not like us. I don't like the fact that in Saudi Arabia, they throw gays off the rooftops. I don't like that at all. And it's like, it's a complete human rights violation that goes overlooked. And stories like this even come across as a human rights violation. And ultimately, they're going to get overlooked because when it comes to dealing in that part of the world and dealing with that part of the repressive regime known as Islam, it's just, nope, no one touch him. Just don't want to touch him. That's one of the things I liked about Donald Trump is his fight back against that kind of oppressive nature. But unfortunately, yeah. So both are expected to appeal the verdict. Since taking power in 2014, the government of President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi has blocked critical voices from TV and print and scrubbed digital content, according to Amnesty International. And this is why, my friends, this is exactly why we see this kind of stuff happening all the time in these countries. Why we hear about the state-run news media that are always trying to silence dissenting opinions. And, you know, there's a reason why Arab Spring happened, right? There's a reason why these things happen. People, I think a lot of people out there don't want the kind of culture anymore. I don't think they want to live in that kind of world, but they're stuck there because of people like this president that's like, oh, I'm going to make sure that anyone out there with a dissenting opinion, anyone out there who thinks differently than me, is not going to get a chance to have a platform, right? Or if they do, we're going to throw them in jail for a couple of years because they might have made the libido on some young boys go tick, 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 boom, right? And that's a problem. We can't have that because she's clearly bucking the system. It just... I understand. I just, oh man, like I wish the people in these countries would fight back, but ultimately they're kind of stuck. And so you look at Shyma here, Shyma, whatever you want to call her. And she's, you know, I guess fighting back. I wouldn't be surprised if before she goes to jail, she finds a way to get smuggled out of the country, boards a flight, comes out here to the United States seeking asylum, or goes to another country seeking asylum, as being a political dissident. And actually, you know, I would argue that might actually be the better course of action. If, you know, unless I don't know anything about her, you know, I don't know if she's a political, you know, activist. I don't know if she's trying to fight back against the system. There had to have been some kind of knowledge going into this. There had to have been some kind of forethought of as this was going to happen, because they would have known about how oppressive the president is. He's 3 years. He's been silencing criticisms on TV, you know, and everything else. So they had to have known. And if they're appealing it, then maybe they're trying to, you know, trying to get out of it. But at the same time, the president and his organization, the administration, whoever's running the show over there, they're trying to send a message. 2 years for eating a banana at like half speed? I mean, in China, like last year, there was a big thing about girls that were eating bananas and other foods slowly on live streams. And it was apparently a huge market. Huge market. So China had to come in and, like, you know, throw down the decency police on them and get them to stop, you know, make it illegal for them to do that. So I don't know. I know eventually times are going to change. I know eventually things are going to get different. Things are going to get better. And we're going to see a big shift in that world. And it feels very similar to here at home in some respects, where the old guard is starting to die off. The very kind of, you know, conservative old guard is not going to be in power forever. There are going to be those that were always going to argue back about, like, you know, the good old days, so to speak, right? Or what a prophet said, or what a book says about what is the way to live and conduct your life. When the rest of the world is kind of going, well, you know, I mean, really, everyone should kind of be free to do what they want any old time. If it's not hurting anyone, what does it matter to you? But as long as we have, I'm just going to say, as long as we have organized religion, these problems will always freaking exist. They will always exist, because that is how these regimes operate. They tell you that books and scrolls and parchments and texts that were written thousands of years ago are the way that man should live, that these edicts are guiding structure. When we've learned that they're oppressive and they're destructive, and what many of them do is lead to violence and chaos, and a woman being sentenced to 2 years in prison because she was shaking her butt like a Britney Spears wannabe in a damn music video. I mean, just imagine if that were to happen here in the States, and it, you know, the 2 years in prison. No, but I mean, just imagine 100 years ago, when it was like considered sinful, when it was considered taboo for a woman's ankle to be shown in public. You know, if a woman sits down and she wears a skirt and it somehow rides up and she shows off her ankle, it's like the scene when, you know, you see Paris Hilton's vajayjay for the first time. It's like that kind of just, oh no, she's you know, and like all of those things happen. Like, just imagine if something like this were to happen here, people would be up in arms about it. And I understand that not every country is going to be like us. And I understand that there is a solid argument against American imperialism making its way into other parts of the world, that there's arguments for and there's arguments against, and I understand both of them. But I think as just a freedom-loving person, not necessarily tied to a specific country, but just a freedom-loving person who wants people to be able to express themselves how they want, when they want, where they want, provided they're not hurting anybody else, this bothers the ever-loving hell out of me. And I hope she appeals it, I hope she wins, and then I hope she seeks political asylum elsewhere. Because then she can continue to send that message to those in Egypt who know her, and maybe, just maybe, spark another revolution. Hey guys, that wraps up this video. If you'd like to leave a comment, please do so below. I love to read your guys' input. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button. It really does help me in the YouTube algorithm. If you want to support the channel, there's the Amazon affiliate store, there's PayPal, there's Patreon, there's Bitcoin. And if you're bored and you want something else to watch, check out 3 Buck Theater up here. My name is Matt Jarbo. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out.